The Choice Lucky Spins are back in Season 2 Plus of Call of Dragons. In fact, this is the 4th wheel of the season, which means we're getting toward the end of the season, which is feeling kind of crazy. So stick around in this video for a full review on the bundles. I'll do the spins, and we'll see how many tokens I get. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and the wheel or lucky spins is some of the best value that you can get in Call of Dragons, so I'm going to max this out for Skogul. And for those of you wondering what the choice wheel is going to look like, here you can see that the choices you'll have toward the end of Season 2 Plus includes Ferrandel, Skogul, Madeline, Kinara, Bakshi, Nico, and Frhagar. And I covered in a previous video why it is that I think going for the latest generation of hero is the best way to go. Both Ferrandel and Skogul are outstanding. So let's talk about the bundle. The bundles here give you some pretty good stuff. I'm, of course, going to use Dragon tickets to go and make these purchases. I covered this in a separate video. Card will be in the end screen for that. It's a way to get some extra stuff for purchases you are going to make anyways in the game. So here we go. We'll buy out the $5 bundle for 5 Goblin Market vouchers. I'm also getting some legendary medals, a few gold keys. Now $10 for 10 vouchers. Now it is the $20 tier for 15 vouchers, so the price per voucher is going up. Then at the $50 tier, it's 25 Goblin Market vouchers. And last but not least, $100 tier, 45 vouchers. It is the least vouchers per dollar. And at least I get 10 gold keys out of the deal, which could turn into some legendary hero tokens. So with that bundle now purchased, I'm actually going to open up these gold keys, but do remember the developers have said that they are looking to add another faction. When they do that, there's probably going to be new heroes in these gold keys. I've been opening my gold keys anyways because, well, 2 reasons. First of all, the developers said they're looking into what more they might give us to do with excess gold tokens. But the other thing is that I want to make sure I have enough of this currency to get some extra or free gold keys every week from the exchange shop. So there's pros and cons. If you hold on to your keys, I think there's a lot of value when legendaries eventually do make their way in here for the sort of new faction that presumably will be playable. However, you miss out on the exchange every single week. So I got 10 Emrys. Like, is that life-changing? No. Can I put another skill on Emrys? No. But I am getting close to maxing him. Not quite there. I'll work on that very slowly over time. So now we can go in and we can do our wheel spins, all right? Max purchasing the bundle did get me 100 tickets. The remaining tickets are going to come from purchasing with gems here. It's 70,000 gems. Generally speaking, unless you are a big spender in the game, you want to stick to the tiers in which you're getting extra rewards. That's through 100. If you are a very low spender to free to play, just getting to 10 spins over the course of the 3 days gets you 5 extra tokens, which is some pretty sweet value, right? 10 spins, 5 tokens for the hero of your choice. When you get to 25, you do get another 5 universal tokens, but those are G2s. So we're almost on our way to G3s, which is really crazy. So next season, we're going to be getting the mages, and then we're on our way to G3s, which is really wild. There's our infantry, 1 Skogul token and some speeds. Let's keep this going. Hope for some better luck here, and we get Skogul. Okay, didn't get better luck. We're just looking for Skogul tokens. I mean, look, the amazing thing about the wheel in Call of Dragons is that actually everything is good. Like, nothing here is truly bad. Even the resources, like, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks, but you can resource heal, and it's nice to have the resources. There's another Skogul token. Okay, ooh, Skogul token from the first spin. There's a G2 token. Very nice. That's a little bit better. Let's keep it going. Presumably, we'll hit the pity mark soon-ish. If you're wondering, where is the pity marker? By the way, okay, that's been sucked. No tokens there. If you go to the chances section, you can see we're 21 spins until pity. So presumably we'll do better than that, right? Right? Okay, there's okay. 3 Skogul tokens. That's nice. And speeds. Good stuff. You know, at this point, what am I saving my speed ups for? I'm mostly saving for a Great Heights, I guess. There's 2 Skogul tokens. The Strongest Lord is a choice Strongest Lord event, which is really cool. Hey, I think we got there before Pity with the full unlock of Skogul. Let's go. Then we get the G2. Very nice. Universal token there. So, you know, I'm inclined to save for, like I was saying, a Great Heights event. I don't know if that's correct per se. There's another Skogul token and a G2. I don't know if that's correct. Maybe you can get more value from, you know, getting legendary tokens in the Strongest Lord. The way I'm thinking about it is that I do probably want to rally at some point with, you know, Goresh and Skogul. By the way, 2 more Skogul tokens. That's very nice. And if that's the thing I'm going to be doing, then like, all right, I do want to get the city theme. That gives me a little bit of an extra boost, especially because presumably we'll get an infantry theme maybe in the next Great Heights. And if that's the case, that'd be really awesome. The other thing is that, okay, so winning a Strongest Lord is cool. Let's go. Full Skogul. Dude, we're kind of crushing it right now. That went from like, we're doing okay to like, dude, we're actually doing great. So a part of the reason I'm interested in that is that technically, if I wanted to spend a bunch of money, I could go in and buy legendary hero tokens, but you cannot buy a Great Heights skin. The only way to do that is to have purchase lots of speed ups, and then when the event is there, you actually win. So that's why I'm thinking maybe Great Heights is the play, but I don't know. Rally Garrison is not really a thing in this game, which is nice, with the exception, of course, of when you're doing Roots of War. There's 2 Skogul and a G2. Very nice, very nice. 125 tickets left. We get a Skogul. Okay. I did forget to check how many Skogul tokens I had already open. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I don't know what I already had. If I was like halfway between skills, I think I had some number of tokens toward the next skill already. Might have been 20 or 30. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll get a rough sense of how many tokens I've gotten at the end of all of this. Here we go. Skogul token, Skogul token. 3 tokens. Let's go. I mean, I suppose I could rewatch this and, you know, make a decision about, do an evaluation, I guess I should say, about how many tokens I got. There's 3 Skogul tokens. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. The thing I'll point out, and maybe the thing I'll talk about, is that this season has been a recovery season for us. And, you know, I think until we get starting zones balanced by power, your season will go one of 2 ways. Like, I think it's either going to be a steamroll, or I think you're going to have a really uphill battle that's really slanted against you. And I'm very much hoping that starting zones are power balanced soon. There's a full Skogul, but I think it kind of went to Pity there. Power balancing the starting zones is really important, in my opinion. Like, the map design is ideal for it, I think. If we actually had power balance starting zones, like, I think you end up with really good fights all throughout the season. But this season, the only, I think, big fight we got was the one we arranged with our allies, which, like, I mean, it is what it is, man. Until there's global migration, like, taking losses is really dangerous for your group, in my opinion. I mean, you just attrition people. It just is what it is. And so basically what's happening right now, many people, in fact, most people do not realize what's happening right now. There's 4 Skogul tokens. Only because I've played city building war games for so long can I very easily point to this. But the thing that's happening right now is that groups are angling for who's going to get the best migration once global migration does come. Now, the sooner that is, right, the less important it is to be taking some easy seasons to make sure you continue to grow. The further away that is, the more important it is that you are actually ensuring your growth instead of taking hell fights every single time. By the way, 2 Skogul tokens, 2 G2s is pretty sweet. The problem with that, of course, is every time you take an easy fight, ooh, full Skogul, let's go. Every time you take an easy fight, you kind of lose track of who your real fighters actually are and who's actively still playing and interested in the game. Full Skogul and a token is pretty good. That's pretty good. So, There's obviously pros and cons, but I think ensuring your group's survival, if that's a thing you care about, and people should care about that, needs to be a priority until there's a global migration. 2 Skogul tokens is pretty good there. Then enter all the drama about who actually gets to participate in the dragon capture, and that is a whole can of worms that, like, technically I've opened by mentioning it, but I don't really want to get into it. 2 Skogul tokens. Okay. The thing that's nice about a hard fight and then you take the dragon is that I think it's a lot more obvious, like, who your biggest contributors are and who would be deserving of the frame at the end of the season. Whereas, like, I mean, I don't know. We did not have a lot of fighting this season. We didn't have a single statue fight, actually, all season. Like, they didn't even go to the statue. 1 Skogul token. All right. Here we go. 2 Skogul tokens. 3 Skogul tokens. Cool. And, you know, some people may be like, dude, are you being critical of the folks, you know, you're fighting against? Not at all, dude. Not at all. It's just facts about what happened. There's 1 full Skogul and a Skogul token. Love to see it. We'll keep this going. 2 Skogul, 3 Skogul, 4. Dude. We actually did it. I was wondering when that would happen for me, and here it is. 5 Skogul tokens. That's big poggers right there. That's freaking awesome, man. Love to see it. Boom. Bunch of resources. You see, the 2 spins, they just balance each other out, you know? You were too lucky last spin, Chisgule. Here's some trash luck. Round things out. 2 Skogul tokens. Let's go. And Skogul tokens. Skogul. Triple. Okay. Dude, I'm doing great. I did do a bunch of upgrades going into the final zone fight. I invested in some pets. I invested in some heroes. But I didn't do nearly as much as I would have if I thought we were going to have a big fight. There's a G token. That's nice. And then it turned out that we had, you know, not all that much fighting at all. And, like, you know, it is what it is. Skogul token. Okay. So at this point, I'm sort of prepping for the next season. You know, hopefully I'll get a 2-star pet. I haven't gotten one of those with a 2-star talent skill yet. I would love to do that, which means I'm basically saving up skills for future seasons, future pets, hoping that, you know, we'll get something good down the road. Okay, so there you have it. We did all the spins. Now we see how many upgrades can we do. Skogul is 5/5, 5/2, and I have 155 tokens. I think I had like 20 or so tokens. I might have topped her up with some G2s before going in and having our final zone fight, but I don't think I did. So I can do a couple upgrades here. We land this. It's only one place it can go. And oh my God, it's Exacxes. Wow. So yeah, the next time the wheel shows up, I need to be a little bit careful. I probably want to get to Exacxes on Skogul, or before I get to that, switch to something else so I don't go over on tokens, but I am very close to maxing Skogul, which is pretty sweet. She is an awesome infantry hero. She's been doing so well, like twice as many merits as I get from Madeline Garwood. It's crazy, man. And of course, I covered why the Venomous Lizard is the jam in a recent video. All the card in the end screen. You're going to want to check that out for the Venomous Lizard. And also, if you haven't seen the Pluto Mall, to go and get your tickets for, you know, a little bit of extra stuff when you're going to go and make some purchases. Check out that card in the end screen as well. Throw a like on the vid. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.